Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Canadian Jail War Stories. Today we have a really special guest here. It's Rojonah Harris from 60 Days In, and she's right here to introduce herself to everybody.
Hey everyone, my name is Rojonah Harris. On the show 60 Days In, they refer to me as Rose Davis, which is a very interesting character.
I bet. I'm just gonna turn this up a little. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I bet everyone's going crazy about that show right now. And me being in the prison genre, I had to get you on. You
Oh,
know,
absolutely. I'm definitely appreciative. I didn't think that this would even happen because I had so much going on in my life and it's just been crazy. But the show has been great to me. And, I'm appreciative of all that it's had to offer. And whatever I can shed light on to talk to you
I
guys,
appreciate you coming on.
thank
Like,
you. Thank
seriously, with me being a smaller platform, that's really great of you. I really appreciate it. You don't
you. Yeah.
understand how much it means to me. Okay, and I know I want to tell the crowd that it's not just 60 days and you have all kinds of accomplishments since you've been out of prison.
Yeah.
So,
When I was in prison, actually, let me rewind. For
okay.
me, I went to prison back in 2018. And while I was there, it was like I was going to either conform to my environment or I was going to make a difference. Because when you're in prison, of course, you're stagnant, you're depressed, you don't really want all the woes and troubles of what it is to face your cruel environment, that world. I don't want to say cruel, but just that darkness.
Right.
I just got myself hyped up. And one day I woke up and I said, you know what? Either it's now or never. I'll make a difference right now. Because if I wait later, then I'll be living in full regret. And so while I was within, I started helping a lot of people learn how to not learn, but do their cases. So I had a friend come to me one day and she was like, listen, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't afford an attorney. I just need help with emotion. Me, I'm a very clever person, so I think. And I reviewed some motions before in the law library. And as I got in there, I just pretty much stumped her case. So when the state wrote her back and told her that the conviction had been vacated, it was like, wow, damn. I mean, like, I can't believe I did this. So
Yeah.
you know how it is in prison when the word get around, hey, this person helped me, this person helped me. Go over there, she can help you. And
Yeah.
how it started right there with me.
Okay, and everybody wanted your help.
Yeah,
So
pretty
that's
much.
how. So that's what gave you the idea when you got out to start that sort of business, right? You have a business helping people, like sort of
Yeah,
thing, right?
I still actually offer services pro bono to the prison, the inmate population. Doesn't matter if they're state or federal. I help with both and female and male together. So, I'm open to help anyone if I can, and I don't charge them any monies. I just sit down and try to do my homework, and that's my way of giving back. I can't give back financially per se, but when it comes to giving from my heart, I just do what's meaningful.
Nice, nice. Okay. I know you've done. You're like also a power entrepreneur as well. Like I know you're doing many different things. There's so many different things. I researched you. You did a ghost show one time, and it made it. You won or something.
Yeah, I mean, well, this show right here was called Ghost Dicks, and it's not to be confused with anything that's like, crazy or porn, nothing like that. It's
Mhm.
actually me being in there. I was actually this psychic investigator, and I was like a klutz, like none of us knew anything about it. And then the show went on, and in the end, we found out that the house that we were haunting was actually, I mean, not haunting, the house that we were investigating actually had a real true haunting. So yeah, it was so sweet, so cute. It was cute. It was funny, very funny. But yeah,
Yeah. Nice, nice. So you said you can. I know we can't touch on a lot of topics on because it's still going on this season. But what
yeah.
can we talk about? What do you want to say about your character or anything like that?
Actually,
Anything?
I used the name to say character of Rose Davis, but Rose Davis was actually me. A real person. I think my name was changed only because they didn't want the inmates to find you per se or to look you up. So if I use my real name, Rojonah Harris, they can easily go pull up my case, or they can easily pull up in the system and see that I didn't have, court or I really
Oh,
did there. So
right.
So that's one of the things which I appreciate. But the conditions were very deplorable. I can't really talk about anything else into the show,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, no.
but
We don't
it,
want spoilers. No, no, no.
yeah,
We don't want
yeah,
to get you in any trouble. Nothing like that.
but I tell you this, it is definitely a must watch, because it's starting out
100.
interesting, and it was very crazy in Henry County. You know, I actually do pray for Henry County every night because I see that change will come, and I'm prayerful and hopeful that it will come soon.
I pray too. Like the insides of these prisons are just it's treacherous sometimes, especially the jails, the county jails. And
Yeah,
I'm not in the U.S., but I'm in Canada here, and the Toronto jails. What I've seen on TV and from other people in the genre, they're basically the same. You know what I mean? Like the Florida jail
yeah.
camps. That's how my YO experience was.
Well, I
And
tell you this, like for me, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on
it's okay.
conversation. For me, when I went to federal prison, to me that was hell. But when I went into this particular facility, I went beyond hell. I went to a different core of hell. Like, it's crazy. Like when you watch it, I hope you guys watch. Please
Oh, I'm
watch.
gonna watch for sure. I'm gonna watch 100%, 100%. Just because you're on there, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I got a friend on the show, you gotta watch
Yeah.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Something else. And, it's very interesting that this is the part right here on the show that I actually enter into the facility, so
Nice.
there was just, crazy. Like I say, and like you stated, we can't give anything else out here, but it's definitely a must watch, a must see. And please follow me on Instagram under Rojonah
Oh,
Rohair.
we'll plug all your stuff in the description for you.
Okay,
Oh
good.
yeah, 100%. We can
Support.
put all your stuff there so they can all go do everything for you. Okay, follow all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what was like your? I know you said that you were helping people and stuff like that, but did you see anything like how are the women in there? Like, I don't know much about women's prison, right? Like, is it like they're showing on shows or like, you know?
Um,
I know how it is in the men's, but like I've only heard a few different women's before.
I'll tell you this, it's probably not like I've seen on TV before. Because I think with television, everything's so cut and different versus actually living the reality of being incarcerated.
Right. Yeah, nobody can actually portray that on TV very good. No.
I don't think it'll ever come close to a role.
Behind the scenes at nighttime when people are sleeping, they can't sleep because whatever.
Well, the
Yeah.
one thing I didn't like about prison as opposed to being in the jail that I was in 6 days in prison, we had the doors closed and locked. And although, we were in holding, I mean, we were in lockdown unit for quarantine for 2 weeks, it had bars. So you can actually see through the bar. So I wasn't as claustrophobic. But
Right.
when I was in prison, they had the hard doors, the hard prison doors that shut.
With the
And
hatch.
yeah, yeah. So I felt so confined. Like
Oh, they are here too.
my first couple of weeks, I probably would just sit on side of the bed and really have like a very bad panic attack, anxiety attack. I really would, and I didn't like that. And then I lost a massive amount of weight because my lifestyle changed. My eating habits changed. And I won't say that it was bad that it changed. It actually was really good. But when I came home, I was really tiny, like itty bitty small. Itty bitty. And I'm not a small person, I'm
They don't feed you enough in there. It's
so
bad the way they feed people. Like they give grown men like a little kid's meal, like literally, like
yeah.
what you would feed a 5-year-old. You know what
Wow.
I mean?
Wow.
Like seriously, they give you the minimal amount of like calories and everything a day, but a lot of the stuff you can't even eat.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
Yeah, and then I mean, I know in prison, I tell a lot of people this because I can talk about prison.
mhm.
We would steal our food. Like we would actually go in and steal our food out the kitchen. So if they had salad day and on a unit we want to make like a chicken sandwich or something, we steal that and make that on a unit. And guess what? We have our chips, everything that we wanted, all the amenities of what we wanted just to eat on the unit. And then
Yep.
also, I can tell you on Thursdays, Thursdays was chicken, fried chicken. I didn't eat chicken. I eat chicken, but I don't like eating chicken off the bone. I'm just being, I just,
Okay.
chicken off the bone.
You like white breast, like chicken breast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would actually sell it. I sell mine every Friday. I mean every Thursday. I have someone that come in, and as long as I went and sold the chicken from the kitchen, they buy it from me for $2. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you gotta have a hustle in there, you know? And
Yeah.
especially for your food, you gotta do your trades and stuff like that because it's like if you don't, if you just sit there and do nothing, you'll go without, man. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And
absolutely.
nobody gonna care, no one gonna help you.
Yeah, that's true. I also tell the audience that for me, when I was in federal prison, it was quite interesting because people that I would have never been around, I was around, or because you're around all these people and different energies and different
Right.
personalities. So you have to adapt to your surroundings and your situation while you're in there. But when I was in there, I felt like such a prestigious person. Like I kind of envied one of my friends in there when I first came because for her, everybody knew her. And I was like, well, how
Mhm.
everybody know her and they don't know me?
Mhm.
So I started getting familiar with everybody and talking to them and conversing. And I think that kind of opened up me from being such a shy person because when I grew up, when I had grown up, I was so shy and I never really had conversations with people. But going to prison, I started working on vocabulary skills and just how to make a presentation with people. And even when then I had become a teacher. I was a teacher for a women's empowerment class and also some of the classes that they supported for recidivism. So it was quite interesting. It was quite interesting.
Nice. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, that is interesting for real. Uh, okay, so wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so I understand what you were just saying about adapting to your surroundings and stuff like that, because that's exactly how it is in the guys' prisons and the jails and stuff like that. And it's very, very violent and stuff like that. So it's always like in the where I've been, where I've done my time, it's always like you're always kind of you don't want to let nobody get behind you type of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just like that. And I've always found myself keeping a weapon on me, just because me being one of the only white dudes on the range, you know what I mean? Because in Toronto here, a lot of the white boys crack off to PC, unfortunately,
Wow.
because and so like I'll be one of the only guys there, and it's a pure gangland range, and it's just like I'll have to fight 4 or 5 times before I can get my respect and get all my stuff, and you know what I mean. Like I keep fighting for myself. I'm not gonna let no one take my stuff. You know what I mean. So that's
Right.
how it is in the places I've been at, where you literally have to prove yourself, and you're not gonna let no one take your stuff.
Yeah, I can tell you, like in women's pod, in women's prison, I'll be honest with you, it didn't really work like that. You didn't have anything to prove because nobody was going to do anything to you anyway. It's like I'm not gonna lie. I've researched some people's cases while I was in there because I just asked, a friend on the outside, hey, can you Google search this name to check out the person? I mean, whatever crime we found that they did, we never really we discussed it per se, but it's not like we bullied them. We didn't give a about what they had going on because guess what? Where I was, if you go and fight somebody, you lose time. And nobody wanted to go to the shoe. Nobody wanted to do all of that. And I don't think the world understands that it's not what they think when you send somebody to prison and you say, oh, the prison is going to take care of it. Not in the women's pod. They don't do that. They don't. We want to. Believe me, we really want to take care of it. But we don't because, we lose time.
Right. Well, I wasn't even speaking on like certain people's charges or none. This is just like because I think it's because the guys don't get enough food and it makes them violent because they don't have food. They're starving. They don't have anyone on the outside sending them canteen. So they got like 8 or 10 guys in a gang. So they figure, okay, well, this guy's coming in. Oh, this guy's getting out in 2 weeks. Screw him. Like, you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
figure like you don't need it, dude. You're gonna get out type thing.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
that's true. That does make sense. I'll tell you another story while I was in there, piggybacking off of what you said. I know for me that when I was getting ready to go home, I was still going through. I was institutionalized, and I think that I'll let the crowd understand when you're institutionalized. Basically, it's just that you're conforming to the rules. Like you know better. That's really what it is to be institutionalized. Like I would be working in the library, And if I see somebody trying to steal a magazine, I go and say, hey, you're not supposed to take that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I conform to the rules, and they're like, I don't give a damn about none of this. And I'd be like, well, you're going to get in trouble. I was institutionalized. So 2 weeks prior to me leaving out, I want to give some books and stuff away. At first, I was so caught up into keeping my things because it's not that you're selfish, it's that you don't get enough in prison. So whatever you get, you control it. This is mine. No, you can't use my book. No, this is mine. No, this is my only pen. This all the paper I got. So it's like you want to keep all your stuff to yourself. You don't want to go in and share. So I had to get myself out of there before I came home and just give everything away because I was mentally screwed. Like I really was.
I totally understand where you're coming from with that because you don't know much about me, but I've done a lot of time in the hole as well, and for misconducts and stuff like that. Because I told you fighting a lot, right? And so the misconducts and like you go longer and longer. It started off like 3 days, 10 days, and then 20 days, and then like it kept going up every time I go to the hole, right? And then eventually the longest time I did in there was like 5 or 6 months. And this time they were like literally spilling juice and stuff on my bread so I couldn't eat it. They were doing all kinds of crazy things to my food. I started going delusional, thinking they're like trying to poison me and stuff. The guards, like,
Wow. Yeah, the guards are worthless in there. I'll tell you that
oh,
on my YouTube channel and actually on my TikTok, I talk about how an officer and one of the inmates, actually my bunkie, were having a relationship. My bunkie would come back and tell me about it, and I really didn't believe it. I didn't see anything in action per se, but certain things that she was saying was making me believe her. And like he would come in the morning and when they opened the door and they popped the locks, when we got ready to pop the lock, he was shaking a little bit more. Hey, excuse me. I'm so sorry. But he was shaking a little bit more so that she knew that he was there. And then I would look and I'd be like, wow, this is some real stuff.
it
But
happens. It happens.
yeah, it does.
Yep, I have actually an episode on my channel that I seen the similar things in Maplehurst. A couple of the women there were doing the similar things.
Oh, I apologize.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's crazy in the female pies. I mean, I had a bunkie named Maxie, and I just won't use her first name, for context of the show. But Maxie was a really cool bunkie. They gave Maxie 20 years. She had already been in for about 15, 16 years or whatever. And I'll never forget, she was like, Bunky, I need you to do something for me. I'm like, what the hell she got going on? So she wanted me to watch the guard. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into. My Bunky was a tattoo artist and a
Mm,
phenomenal tattoo artist at that. So I would watch the door and she just like pay me in snacks and stuff just to watch the door. So
nice.
we knew certain officers that were coming on the floor were cool, but not
Right.
cool where you're gonna get away doing a tattoo. So yeah, but it had all kind of stuff going on up in there. I mean, you got the stores. I think that a lot of people don't know about what the stores are on the unit.
Mhm.
Basically, it's like 2 for 1. I buy a rack of chips and I sell it for double the price,
Mhm.
or I go to the store and I get you back 2 times what you're asking for, just to shed light on the crowd on how a store works.
Right. When somebody's starving and think they can't get canteen for 4 days, and then somebody in Excel has like the items in
Yeah.
there, and they give it to them, they want double back. Yeah.
Yeah. But prison
Exactly.
hell, but I'd like to also say to the crowd, for those that are getting ready to go in, it's very important to gain control of how you're gonna go in and what type of person you're gonna be when you come out, because it's definitely not gonna be easy. I'll tell you, I had a few situations where I had job offers. And listen, I'm not the most prestigious person in the world, but I have great credentials. And because of my conviction, my felony conviction, I couldn't get those jobs, no matter how much I pouted about it.
It's hard to get jobs. It is. It's really hard to get jobs nowadays when you're a convicted felon, and that's why I'm so happy about this new genre that's happened all of a sudden on YouTube. It's getting bigger and bigger with this prison genre, and
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that people actually wanted to hear this kind of stuff.
I know.
Literally,
Listen, anything dealing with prison and jail, I think they love the stories. And,
yeah.
I tell you, Maxie, my same bunkie, some kind of way, one of the girls she knew smuggled in some meth. Yes, some meth. And
Okay.
my mom always told me, she said, Ro, you know what? I'm not a meth head, I'm a meth cook. And she how they get out in the backyard and cook the meth, and how she had it blew up in the backyard one time. I mean,
Oh
just
no.
crazy stuff, you know. But I kind of miss being over there. No, let me take it back, because the crowd's gonna be like, she's crazy. I miss the people, because I have
Yes.
a phenomenal relationship with them that's
Right.
uncanny. And those are some of the real people that I really do respect, because in there, you knew. It's like when you come out, you know who's gonna get up, you know who's gonna make the TV, you know who's gonna be the main one running the main line, the first person that main line, and that child. You
Yep.
know who's gonna come in complaining. You know everybody's mood. But the thing is, when you get back out into society, it's not like that. So when I
No.
came home, I didn't want to go outside. I honestly did not want to be around people.
Oh my
And
God, I'm the same way.
yeah,
I'm like that. I go to work, I come home, I do my YouTube, and it's almost like I don't even want to associate with them, because it's almost like I feel like they're gonna get me in trouble or something. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And me, even though I've done the show 60 days in, and a lot of people really don't know me yet, because again, I'm just now, this is the part right here where I'm just now peeking into the show,
Right.
so I still don't really socialize with people as much, online. Yes, great audience, great crowd. I'm very
Right.
conversive. I don't mind any of it, but outside in the streets is like I'm hurrying up to run in, scurry along to get what I need and get on out.
Groceries and get right home. Yeah, I'm the exact
Yeah,
same way. I know exactly how you feel.
yes,
So
so,
I think
you
a
know,
lot of us are like that, that have done a heavy lot of time. It's like
yeah,
that. It affects you like that. It's not a joke.
it's not a joke, but I know we'll probably get ready to wrap up pretty soon. But
Yep.
I want to let everyone know this, that when you go in, just be level headed. Just stay focused. Understand what your mission is. Do not give the feds time. They already taking time from you. And when I say that, it's in meaning like, don't just go up in prison and just be laying around. Because when you're laying around, you're giving
Exactly.
them that time.
Do something with your time.
Find something to do. Create your schedule. Even if it starts out where, on the weekend, you're going to work out, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and, whatever. Are you going to reach out to your family member or someone like me to help you order books and, send stuff to the prison, to the jail? Please just make a difference in your life. It only takes one time to make a change. And sometimes we feel so convicted of the fact that we got caught, when we really need to understand that us laying low and being stuck in that situation is to help us and to get us to where we are now. Because again, I've done 2.5 years in federal prison, and look at how my life has changed since coming home. So it's up to you to make the difference. So, but yeah, I definitely appreciate being on your show, your podcast, and everything. And hopefully, after the show concludes, we can get back together and we can pick different clips and stuff from the show so that we can talk on. And guys, I hate that I can't tell you much about the show, but watch it, please, every Thursday night, 8, 9 Central, or is it 9, 8 Central?
Mhm.
Please watch it. You're going to be in for a treat and a ride of a lifetime that you'll never forget.
For sure, for sure. Okay, I really, really appreciate having you on. And like you said, we'll do it again sometime when the season ends. And I really, really appreciate having you on. And we're gonna end it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate having you.
Absolutely. Thank you again, times two. So we'll look
Okay.
forward to speaking with you guys again after the show officially goes on and it's over. We'll
Okay,
be
and everybody, I'm gonna put all her stuff in the description down below. Everybody go follow her, smash her likes, do everything for her. Follow her on every platform, support her. She's a really good person. She's doing big things.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.